All right, so it only took a few years, but Washington has finally figured out how to help keep you safe in the event that you're ever a victim of an active gunman situation. And I'm not kidding. It involves, let's see, a desk and a pair of scissors. Now, the Department of Homeland Security has put together a so-called instructional video to prep us for this emergency scenario. But I got to warn you, it is not only the most outrageous, but frankly, downright laughable and pathetic video I think I've ever seen. Look at this.
In the event of a shooting at your location, you must quickly determine the most reasonable way to protect your own life. You will need to determine if the best course of action is to evacuate or to hide. Call 911 when it is safe to do so. If there is an accessible escape route, attempt to evacuate. If evacuation is not the best option, find a place to hide where the shooter is less likely to find you. And be sure your hiding place does not trap or restrict you or your options for movement. Consider the difference between cover and concealment. Cover will protect you from gunfire, and concealment will hide you from the view of the shooter. Quickly choose the best option. If you are caught out in the open and cannot conceal yourself or take cover, you might consider trying to overpower the shooter with whatever means are available. To protect your hiding place, lock the door if you can. Block the door with heavy furniture and close, cover, and move away from windows. Hide behind large items such as cabinets or desks.
And don't forget your scissors. Now, that video explains a lot about the current administration, especially since they're trying to take away your Second Amendment rights. But let not your heart be troubled. Scissors are always available. They'll keep you safe. Here with reaction, political analyst, staff writer at Loop 21, Zerlina Maxwell, and from the American Majority Action, Celia Bigelow is back with us. Good to see you. Zerlina, we're paying for that video. So they're talking about a mass shooting. And they do have really hide where the shooter is less likely to see you.
Right.
Do we really need our nanny caretaker government to tell us to hide where the shooter's not going to see us? Or should we go out in the open? Oh, if Janet Napolitano didn't tell me, I would have walked out right where the shooter is.
Well, everybody's seen a video like this. When you start a new job, they show the video that looks like it was made in the 1980s.
You mean like Reefer Madness?
Yeah,
is this Reefer Madness?
I don't know why they always make the videos look like they're from 1972. But the fact of the matter is that, I mean, these are obvious solutions to if you're in an emergent situation. Run away from the shooter, try to hide,
run away,
try to get out of the building.
Call 911.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Obvious.
All right. Now, the best part of this video, though, is when they say, if it's out in the open, grab those scissors.
Well, you're going to grab whatever you can. I mean, look,
scissors.
In Tucson, Arizona, the person that actually took down the shooter hit them with a folding chair. I mean, you're going to grab whatever is available. So if it's scissors, it's scissors. If it's a chair, it's a chair.
Maybe it'd be better if you had a gun. What do you think?
No, I mean,
personally, I use a gun for self-defense at home, but that would be my weapon of choice. But notice how this video is titled Options for Consideration in Taking Down a Gunman. But as I recall, the Department of Homeland Security had different options for their own employees. There was a request that was released last June that the Department of Homeland Security asked for 7,000 select firearms.
That's right. Yeah.
These are guns that can fire automatically and semi-automatically. These are guns that are banned under Dianne Feinstein's law.
Which will not become law.
But when the Department of Homeland Security uses them, of course they're used as self-defense weapons. But when I want to use my AR-15, it's considered a so-called
You have an AR-15?
I do.
I have two.
What?
Okay. Wait, hang on a second.
I can explain that.
Well, first of all, to be honest, Zerlina, it's really not your business.
No, it's not.
It's the Second
I'm actually asking out of curiosity.
I'm a shooter, and that's why I like it, and it's good for defense. All right, here's the question. You said a gun is not your best option.
No.
So wait a minute. So a shooter comes in here. What are you going to do?
Well, I think
God forbid. What would you do? What are you going to do? You're going to grab your scissors?
I'm going to try to exit as quickly as possible.
Or hide behind me?
Yes, or
because
hide behind
I have
you.
the gun.
No, but I think that the bottom line is you're more likely to get shot by law enforcement who arrives on the scene and doesn't know that you are a bystander and not the actual shooter. Like in Tucson, someone arrived on the scene with a gun.
All right, then you don't have to have one.
Shot the wrong person.
But do you know how silly this sounds to grab
not silly.
So no, they're saying in an open area, if you can't get behind a desk, and if you can't call 911, and if you can't go to where the shooter isn't, because they're treating you like you're in kindergarten, then they're saying use a scissors. In an open area where a guy's firing bullets, we're going to use scissors. That is
whatever's
ridiculous.
Available. No, you're going to use whatever's available. Your AR-15 isn't going to be locked in your desk.
My pistol might be. Go ahead.
Why does the Department of Homeland Security say that AR-15s are a great weapon for self-defense, yet they're not a great self-defense for regular citizens?
Because they don't trust they don't trust us. They only trust government.
Even at the Empire State Building, when a gunman was on the loose, the NYPD, who are trained professionals, shot 9 innocent bystanders. More guns just adds to the chaos.
Because the government
more guns equal less crime.
No, that's not.
No, that is factually accurate, statistically
accurate.
Weapon
than to actually
you know what?
defend yourself
wait a minute.
from an
This
attack.
gets cited by liberals all the time. Where did you get that statistic?
I got that from
where?
actual polling and statistics.
From where? Because this gets repeated and nobody can cite where it comes from. Where did you get that?
Mother Jones has a rundown of all of the different statistics.
Who
Mother
does?
Jones.
Mother Jones magazine?
Yeah, the 47%
Mother Jones
video,
magazine?
The 47% video.
So you're listening
really well
to because this gets said, it's not true. John Lott wrote a book. I suggest you read it. It's called More Guns, Less Crime. I'll give you the last word.
It's been debunked.
Well, the thing is that, yes, where gun crimes are more relaxed, there is less crime. There is a city in Georgia called Kennesaw, Georgia, and they are required to own firearms to hold firearms in every household. The crime rate in that city is half of our national.
Last question, Zerlina. Are you pro-choice?
Yes, I'm pro-choice.
Okay, I'm pro-choice. You don't have to have a gun. Don't leave my right to my guns alone.
I'm not.
And don't tell me I can only have 7 bullets.
No, liberals are not trying to take away your gun, Sean, because you're a legal gun owner who has gone through
I can only have 7 bullets legally in my pistol. I want more than 7 bullets. Thank you very much.
100 bullets?
I didn't say 100.
Mow down.
Why are you only giving me 7? What if there's 3 intruders and I need to shoot them twice?
Because people that are unstable are mowing down 20 children in a matter of minutes.
You know what? Don't hold me responsible because there are crazy people in the world. There are crazy people that get drunk and kill people too.
I'm not holding you responsible, Sean. You're a legal gun owner who has gone through a background check. I'm talking about the people who need to go through those background checks, and Republicans are against that.
No, I'm not. I tell everybody who wants a gun.
You're one of 74% of NRA members that are for background checks.
I tell everybody who gets a gun, go get trained.
And get a background check.
I got to run. Good to see you both.
Thank you.